I just got the call. A Prophet, what call is that? Let's roll the best intro in the watch game, and we'll get into it. Yeah!
Cheers, family.
Yeah, all right. What's up, everybody? All right, so I am your host, Richard Prophet, the last dragon, the 8th god back in the city. So today's video, man, let's get it. It's been a while, but now I'm back full steam. I've been very busy with work. We've just had a lot of closings back to back, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, I'm truly blessed. But but we coming back full steam ahead on the videos. So we got some new videos. The last OTI video is really good. I was out with my AD. We had dinner, the owner of the AD, and that conversation was crazy. If you want to hear, what we talked about, and some, so check that out. Go over to the OTI family and check it out. If you're not part of the OTI family, if it's something, if you feel like you want to get some insider information into the watch hobby, go over there, and if it feels right, do it. But anyway, let's get into today's video. If you go to the OTI family, remember, these videos aren't for everybody. So, so, all right. So anyway, here we go. Today's video, so I got the call from my AD. Well, I've had a few ADs, but this is now my official AD in blood. I mean, when the actual owner of the AD, not a sales representative, not a sales associate, not their manager, the owner of the AD is actually my friend now. We were out to dinner. We made a video about it, OTI. We talked about what we spoke about. But I want to talk about some other things here. So it's come to my attention that a lot of people, when you buy watches, this and that, you'll say, oh, box and papers. Yeah, box and papers. But people don't actually know what that means, especially a lot of people that are new to the watch hobby, or just new to Rolex in general. So, and your box and paper, I've made a video about what the actual box and papers are. I'll include it here at the end of the video. But a lot of people don't actually know, and you say, oh, you got your box, you got your card, you got your service papers or whatever. But a lot of people don't actually know what that is. And a lot of people don't know when they need their watch to be serviced. Especially if you're buying new watches, you think you bought a new watch and that's it. But, we're going to cover that here. We're going to cover when to get your watch serviced in this video. We're going to cover how to get your watch serviced for free in this video. We're going to actually cover a watch servicing in this video. So there's a lot to unbox, pun intended, in this actual video. So get ready, man. Here we go. And remember, when on this channel, I'm always going to give you the truth. Like it or not, some people are going to like it, some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it, but I'm always going to give you the truth. I'm not some guy like in Nebraska with one AD that he's been to in his whole life, and he's been in there every day pestering the sales associate for 3 years to get a Steel Explorer. I'm a man that's been to multiple ADs, whether stateside or abroad, and now I actually have a buddy that's the owner of an AD. So, I'm going to tell you what he tells me. I'm going to pass it on to you because that's what we do here. This community, when it's first, when we first started out, it was each one teach one. You learned something, you shared it with the next guy. But I don't know. We've gotten off track as a community for the last little bit. But here on this channel, it's all family, man. And, I'm here to share with the family, So, yeah, I want to cover everything about, like I said, a service. People don't know. When should I get my watch service? How much does my watch service cost? Does it have a cost? Where can I go to service? How long does it take? How long does it take? Did you know to service a Rolex watch, you have to send it out or whatever, and it can take, 3 months? Yeah, it can take 12 weeks. It can take 4 months. Some cases it can take 8 weeks. So people don't know. They think they bring their watch in one day and then they'll pick it up in 2 days. That's not how it works. So, I'm going to share that all with you here today in this video. And I'm gonna tell you what watch I took in for service and how long it took. Was there a charge, and how it looks now. All right, so follow the dragon, baby. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, yeah, I just came from my AD, my buddy's AD. And I got my watch serviced. I just got it back, and it looks amazing. So, without any further ado, let me show you what watch I just got a service on, and how does it look. This looks like a brand new freaking watch. Brand new. Let me show you. This guy riding my tail. Hold on a second. Go ahead. Let me show you this. And he's getting out. So why were you behind me? Some people. But anyway, G-Shock wearer, obviously. Yeah, let's get back to this. Brand new piece. What do we got? Prophet, what do you got? Stop delaying. Show us what you got. All right. Boom! You see this watch? This watch costs more than your car. This is the actual watch from Glengarry Glen Ross. I mean, minus the diamonds, of course, but he had the date president on there when he said, you see this watch? Look at that beauty. The prettiest bracelet in the game, bar none. The presidential bracelet with the baguettes. Gorgeous watch, and it looks brand new. It looks absolutely brand new, and it feels brand new. So I had, a couple little scratches on it. I wasn't, drinking a few times, wearing it, wasn't really. But now it's beautiful, and the edges are pointy. It just looks like a brand new. I mean, even though it's not old, but it's just they just brought it back to life. They oiled it. So I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna go over exactly what they did, if there was a cost or not, how they deliver the watch, everything. We're gonna go over it. So I'm gonna sit down. We'll get into it. And also, of course, I got another catalog. got a ton of these now. All right, so let's check it out. What's up, everybody? Richard Prophet, the Last Dragon. President, gold president, yellow gold president, diamond dial on the wrist. Prettiest bracelet in the game. I just want to give everybody an update for those that don't know. You remember when you used to take your watch in for servicing, or you needed the new link or whatever, and they would give you this little felt suede-ish kind of travel pouch, or service pouch, whatever they called it. I just got this watch back, and they gave me a pouch, but it's a different pouch. And I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and you're not going to believe it either, but you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Check it out.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, family. Welcome back. Love the t-shirt. Feeling great, man. I'm feeling good. So you already know that I have the beautiful, gorgeous John F. Kennedy President Day-Date Rolex 40 with baguettes back on the wrist. And I'm feeling good, man. This watch looks absolutely brand new. It's just fresh from a service. And it looks great, man. I didn't know anything about a service. I've never had a watch service before. And a lot of guys that are just coming into the hobby don't know anything about a service. Oh, your Rolex has boxing papers, this and that. People just coming into the hobby, or even guys that's, always bought new, they have no idea what a service is. It's only if you buy your watch used or whatever, that you somewhat knew a little bit of something about what a servicing was. So I'm going to share my experience here with the family about a Rolex servicing from an official Rolex AD, of course. So I'm feeling great, man. I want to get started. So tonight we brought out the good stuff, man. We got the good stuff. That's the 18 in the black box. For those that know, this is the good stuff. And it's very expensive. This bottle was actually $450 US. I didn't buy it. My sister actually gifted it to me. But the reason why I know it cost $450 US is because I bought my AD a bottle. And not only was it $450, but you have to shop for it. It's sold out everywhere. You have to find it. So yeah, tonight I'm feeling good, feeling classy. I got the classy CEO John F. Kennedy Day-Date President on the wrist. So I figure I'd break out the classy stuff and give it a little go. Cheers, fam. The black box. You got to get the black box. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, so I just had my Rolex President Day-Date serviced, 40 millimeter service at my AD, which I already stated, the AD, the owner of the AD is my buddy. So I showed him my watch and he said, Prof, I said, yeah. Bring that watch to me and let me take a look at it. Bring it in, and I'll take a look at it for you. I'll have my watchmaker. Well, first she asked me, do you wear it a lot? And I was like, no. When'd you get it? Okay, so you might need a servicing. And I'm like, no, it works great. I don't need any servicing, this and that. But in the back of my mind, I always knew the word servicing, Rolex servicing, service your watch. But I've always bought new, so I've never, and my watches are all fairly new, so I don't understand the language of service your watch. But apparently, you should have your watches serviced like every 5 to 7 years, is what I was told. So anyway, he says any watch you don't wear often, sometimes the oil will dry. If you don't wear them or you don't wind them, the oil will dry out, and they just need to be re-oiled or whatever to keep perfect time. So, I explained to him that I don't wear my day date that often because it was a little tight on me. I gained some weight, and whatever I had like a little scratch on it. I spoke about it here on the channel, little nick on it. And he said, just bring it to me and let me look at it. Let my master watchmaker trained by Rolex take a look at it, because he is a certified Rolex AD and he is in the black program. Those of you that know what that means know. For those that don't know, we're going to speak about the black program. I'm going to break down the whole thing and what does it mean in only the initiated side. So be on the lookout for that. So I take the watch in. Okay, Prophet, this and that. It needs, he said, it needs a servicing. It needs an overhaul. Actually, it was crazy. He said, so the whole watch needed an overhaul, right? They steam cleaned it. They opened the face. They cleaned out everything. They re-oil, the whole movement, everything. They actually, my crown was actually dented. I said, my crown is dented. He said, yeah, your crown is dented. So we can get a new one. We don't fix that. We have to send the old one back to Rolex, and they send us a new one, and we give you a brand new crown. And my sapphire crystal was scratched. I couldn't believe that my sapphire crystal was scratched. I didn't see it, but apparently, they can see it, because they look under the microscope. But if you would, as the watchmaker explained to me, because he had his master watchmaker, I went in, to the shop, and since he's my buddy, he has an on-site, because he's a, like I said, black program, Rolex AD black program. So other ADs send their watches to him to be serviced. If you know, you know. So anyway, I went into the watchmaker shop. He let me look under the microscope. He gave me a couple little techniques. So I'll share them here with you. So you see that the actual sapphire crystal, the glass, is actually, there's a little edge to it over the bezel. And apparently, if you rub your finger over that, sometimes you may be able to feel little nicks or scratches or whatever. But yeah, he said mine was scratched, and I couldn't believe it. So he said we also needed to change that. And the great thing about that is, for the sapphire glass, there was no charge. He told me something. I think he said it's covered by Rolex or whatever was like that. But I was already out of warranty. But I think that the glass is guaranteed for life or something like that. I forgot what it was, but I'll ask him. But yeah, but there was a charge for everything else, but there was no charge for the sapphire glass. So that, take a look at it. That was free. And actually, just with that new glass, it makes the watch look absolutely, like first day that I got it, you know. I mean, the watch looks fantastic. The little scratch I had on it on the bottom, he got that right out. Apparently there was a dent in my crown. This is a brand new crown. To me, he even looks like when he took off the glass, he might have like steam cleaned the dial or something, because it just looks, you know, it just looks fantastic. I don't know if this light is picking it up, but it just looks fantastic. So they also, now it's actually a little loose. If you can see there, what they did was, I already had an extra link on there. If you see my video, I made a video about a link and a grand link or whatever. So I actually had the regular link on there, but for some reason, you know, I travel a lot. You know, but I already had an extra link on there, but I can't find my freaking grand link. I can't find that. I don't know what I did with it. So, you know, it was kind of tight. He said, oh, you know, we got to order you another link. Got to get it from Rolex. I said, you know what, that's fine. But actually, it feels a little loose, which is actually good, because maybe, you know, I'm losing weight. Look, it doesn't have one scratch on it. It's a brand new watch all over again. I fell in love with this watch all over again. I'm not going to take this off my wrist for a while. And the bracelet, you know, even the watchmaker, trained in Geneva, told me, you know, the president bracelet, in his opinion, in his professional opinion, is the prettiest, the best looking bracelet in the game. So, yeah. So I got my watch back. I want to talk about how much does a service cost? Nobody knows. You go anywhere here, nobody knows what a service costs. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to make a whole nother video about this, but let me just touch on it real quick. For those that know, when you used to go to the Rolex headquarters in New York City or whatever, and you got a service, they would return your watch back in this pouch. There's actually like 2 other variations. I have all of them, and I'm going to make a whole video about it, and I'll talk about it. But this was the travel pouch, or this was the AKA service pouch. So what it is it's just a felt little pouch. Still got the plastic on the snap. Rolex right there on the top. Clip it open. It has like a serial number inside the pouch, so you know it's official. And then it has this little, smells brand new. I never even opened this one. I got a ton of them. Probably have about 20 of them. Yeah, and the snap inside is gold, if you can see that. All right, so it has this insert. It has a serial number in there. It has this insert. You pull it out. So how it works is you're supposed to, this is like a felt covered, like little, I don't know, little paper, cardboardy thing or whatever. So whatever, you put your watch on this, then you take your watch, put it back in here, then you snap it, and that's how they return it to you. So, you know, you put your watch on, or you're traveling with it, you know, you have this in your pocket or your luggage or whatever. So, yeah. But the evolution of, now, I don't know whether Rolex is still giving this or it has, you know, transformed into this new pouch that I got. I don't know if the new pouch is what they're giving out now, or my buddy just blessed me with this pouch. Because when I went to pick up this watch, actually I had dinner with my buddy the night before, and he said he was going away to visit family. And 2 days later, they called me from the AD that my watch was ready to come pick it up. I was going to wait for him, but I couldn't leave my baby in there an extra 2 days. I had to go pick her up. So this is the pouch they gave me. This is the pouch they gave me. So I don't know whether this is the evolution of the service pouch, aka travel pouch, or I don't know if they just gave me this because they love me there, but because the guy's my buddy, the owner's my buddy, but this is the pouch that they gave me. And you know, I've seen this for sale out there, and there's a lot of different variants of this, but the one with the suede on the side is the real one. So if you're out there, you're buying it on the internet, be careful. So yeah, it's like a green leather, Rolex embossed here in the front, and yeah, snap open. I mean, it's super cool. It's super handy. It's way more sturdy than this was. To me, I never really put my watch. Well, I've never put my watches in here when I'm traveling because I felt like I stick my watch in here and it'll crush. But this one is like padded. It's got all that space for your watch. So it opens up, flops open. Same kind of scenario in here. So it's like this whole thing in here, but with this whole thing over it. And yeah, you pull out the thing. And even the insert is a lot chunkier, if you can see that. Felt cover, it's a lot chunkier, and it has cutouts for your bracelet or whatever. So you put your, just real quick, because I'm gonna make a whole nother video about this. So it has this cutouts, and yeah, it's so new it can't even fold yet. So yeah, you slide it right back in there, close it up, snap it up, travel ready. This is really great. I want to get a lot. I want to get a few of these. This is a fantastic. It's also a fantastic gift item, you know, for the watch lover in your life. And oh, here's another thing. It even has a little pocket on the inside. Has a little pocket where they put your service card. So, see, Rolex service card, and in the front it says Rolex Service Center International Service Guarantee. Okay, let me just cover up my numbers here. Just cover up my stuff here. Okay. All right, so International Service Guarantee. So it's another service card all over again. So what this does is, if your watch is out of service, what Rolex does is give you an additional 2 years just because you got it serviced at Rolex. So again, my Rolex AD is in the black program, so it's the same thing as going to Rolex. He is the Rolex representative in this part of the world. So yeah. So I got another 2 years on the John F. Kennedy, the Rolex Day president. You know, you see this watch, the Tony Soprano, whatever you say. But this is the 40 millimeter with diamond dial. So president bracelet. It is a fantastic watch. It's a beautiful watch. So yeah, so that is this case. I really enjoy it. I really like it. And yeah. I'm gonna get a lot of use for it. I would like to get a few more. So my buddy's back. I'm gonna go in and ask him, could I get a few more of these? So all right. So the cost. What does it cost? All right. So I have my actual receipt here. Let's take a shot to that with the good stuff. 18-year-old baby. Oof. Good stuff. All right, so it says overhaul, which is the service. Overhaul, new crown, crystal, and one sizing link. All right, so they did the complete service, which includes a cleaning as well. I got the brand new crown. The crystal is new. And I got a new link, which actually So now I have 2 extra links in here, but now the watch is actually a little loose. So I'm thinking I might go back in and release a link, or and take out a link, or I might, because next week I'm shooting back down to Florida, so I might see how I feel with it in the hotter temperature, because you swell up a little bit. So I might see how I feel about it, and just if it's still loose like this, I might remove a link down there, or I might just go to my buddy's place tomorrow. He's back tomorrow. I might get him to remove a link and just keep the link with me when I shoot down to Florida if I need it, because I'm definitely taking this bad boy with me when I'm down there. If I swell up, I'll just add the additional link. So anyway, all right, without further ado, how much did it cost to service your watch? Okay, so the actual service was $900 US. It was $900 US, and then there was a charge for the crown. The crown, I think it might have been about $200, $200 or $300. They didn't break that down here. The only thing they separated was the charge for the link. The one gold 18 karat yellow gold, one Rolex link was $600. We covered that on my Rolex link video. So it's still the same price. It hasn't gone up, $600. So total, I paid $1,098.40 plus $600. Tax was $142.24. So total came out to $1,840.64. So if I wouldn't have got that link, it would have been $1,098, like $1,100 plus tax. So the link is what pushed me to $1,800. And I just swiped my Amex. Yeah, so so that's the price. The price and now these prices are set by Rolex. He can't deviate on that price at all. What he can do is, I'm assuming, I didn't ask him because he wasn't there when I picked up my watch, but there's a place here that says discounts. They could add a discount if need be, but the price is set by Rolex. So now that I showed everybody out here exactly what it costs to get your watch serviced at Rolex, all the gray market dealers that watch my channel, you now can go out and run and charge less for your servicing than Rolex than Rolex charges, because now you know exactly what it costs. And I know you all watch my channel because I've been told. So hey, it's fine, man. Have it, take that information, and use it, make some money with it if you can. I'm a businessman. We're all businessmen. So if I can help you, why not? God bless. So yeah, there you have it, man. That's what it costs to service a Rolex watch at Rolex. Again, my AD is the black program. We're gonna make a whole video about that. So my Rolex AD is Rolex. Other Rolex ADs send the watch to his company to get service, because he's the whole setup. VIP room, service center, the whole thing. You can even engrave your watches there, and I'm thinking about it. So I'm thinking about, on the Apex Predator, putting a big dragon on the back. So we'll see. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see, because we'll think about it. That might be a whole nother video. So I'm gonna do a whole nother video on. Now, please remember that was the price to service this watch. Other watches are different prices, obviously, because this has a certain number of complications. This has a day and a date feature. A watch with a chronograph has a separate price. So this individual watch was that much money. The Apex Predator might be a different price. The Landlord watch might be a different price. The Pepsi might be a different price. So we'll go over, we'll make separate videos on the price for each individual watch and each individual model. And we're going to also make videos about when to service your watch. And actually, I found out after I paid for it, of course, how to get your watch serviced for free. And from my buddy, because like I said, my buddy is now, he's my buddy. He's the owner of the AD. So, yeah, he's just a wealth of information. No more guessing, no more assuming, no more going to, the internet and hearing people make stuff up and believing it because you don't have any place else to go. You don't have any other information. A lot of this information was kept secret for years, kept in-house. But as I learned it, I'm sharing it here with the family. So a lot of new videos coming, man. We're going to service different watches. We're going to talk about the evolution of the travel pouch / service pouch. And yeah, we got a lot of new stuff coming. A lot of real estate videos coming too, because we're in acquisition mode. I've been buying like crazy for the we're already in it. I went to sign a new contract yesterday. So we are buying like crazy. We are adding units to the portfolio like never before. The last 2-3 years, I've added more units than we've probably added in the last 10 years or so. So yeah, always remember when buying real estate, the best time to buy real estate is 20 years ago and today. So don't let anybody discourage you from making your purchase because the price is high, the interest rate is high or whatever. You see something, it feels right, you can do it, then, go for it. And we got a lot of new videos that are coming that might not be for the general public. So those are going to be over on the OTI side. If that's something you might want to check it out, I welcome you over there to check it out. If you have an open mind and you have a certain way of thinking, come on over. We'd love to have it. Yeah, so, all right. So I'm about to head out to my cigar club. I'm not taking that bottle. I got a 15-year-old that I'm gonna take, and my buddy's got a bottle of the Goose, and we got a couple sticks. Gonna hang out for a while, chat with the fellas, and of course I'm gonna show them the John F. Kennedy. You see this watch? Because I'm so happy to have this baby back on my wrist. I really love this watch, man. Even though now it seems like it's a little loose on me because I have the 2 extra links on there. But thank God I lost a little weight, that means. So I'm gonna take 1 link off and we're gonna go from there. Actually, I remember I made a video about going down to the Rolex headquarters here in New York. And I remember saying, wow, I'm losing crazy weight. This watch always tells me when I'm losing weight. It's amazing. And with this particular watch, Rolex presidents of the past, you always had to worry about stretching of the bracelet, this and that. The new iterations, you no longer, stretching is no longer a problem. I cover that in my link videos because of the ceramic pins in the new models. You no longer have to worry about stretching. So these watches are just the perfect all-arounder, and this was the Rolex watch you wanted when you knew you wanted a Rolex. This is it, the Rolex Day Date, aka the Rolex President. So that's the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot from it. I certainly did. This is my first experience ever servicing a watch, and I wanted to share it with the family. All right, everybody. Peace, love, blessings to you and your family, prosperity and health in the new year, and enjoy your watches, family. Enjoy your watches. All right. 8 got in the city. Last Dragon. Richard Prophet out. Shout out to D. Thanks, D. Thanks for that intro and outro. I'm forever in your debt, man. It's the best intro in the watch game. Thanks, D. Before we go, hold on. Before we go, I just want to send a very special shout out and thank you to my new AD, which now I consider and I call a friend of mine. Thank you very much for your hospitality to me and Cookie, and it just, your whole family treats me lovely. You treat me lovely. Everybody there, even you know, everybody treats me fantastic. I always get an espresso when I go there, and a little something to nibble on it. I'm not gonna. If you know, you know. That's a private. That's a private thing. So anyway, man, if you're watching this video, thank you very well. I know you're watching, so thank you very much for your hospitality. You're always beautiful to me. Your family's beautiful to me. If there's ever anything I can do for you, please let me know. Yeah, and just you know, thanks again. I appreciate it. I really do, and I'm very grateful to not only the watches that you've given me, or you know, offered to me or whatever, but just the information that you allowing me to pick your brain like you do, because you know I have a genuine love for Rolex watches, and you do as well. So when you meet somebody else with, you know, they're not some flipper scum, and you know they're just not, you know, want to buy watches for, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. They have a genuine love for the watch, and they have a history with the brand, like many of us out there, me included, you know, have a genuine history with the brand. And yeah, I just appreciate, you know, I just appreciate the love you showed me. So thank you very much. You know who you are. Shout out to you. All right, I'm out of here now. Thanks, guys. The Last Dragon out. Cheers, family.